my microphone first, and yours is already live, so it should be coming through. Mr. Racer, if you could please double
Hello.
check. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday stream. You probably noticed
Yes,
it's me,
yes,
Winged
I
Racer,
think we need
with...
to pass on a few apologies first because the chat were not expecting you.
No, they
No,
weren't.
no, the chat was expecting a certain Mr. Bam, and, well, chat. Unfortunately, Mr. Bam has a bit of an emergency at home that he needs to deal with, so Winged Racer is currently covering for him so that we can get you all of the information out that you want to be hearing about.
Yeah, and on that, an unrelated news,
Unrelated, he
today's
says.
weather is really, really wet in Chicago, and I mean very, very wet.
Yes,
I took the
incredibly
kid,
wet, I hear.
yeah, I took the kid to his daycare this morning, and I was drenched, literally, from head to toe. New shoes and everything had to come out, and places are getting flooded as well. So it is pretty brutal at the moment.
Yes, very brutal. Now, chat's got a question for you. Is it a fake beard or not?
Fake beard? No, it's real. It's a real beard. Real beard.
There you go, chat. That's your answer. And before we do, drop into everything, you heard me on about it on Tuesday, but I think we need to ask Winged who he's supporting for this year's Six Nations, given that France-Wales kicks off in about 12 minutes' time.
Ooh, it's a hard one actually. As you know, I'm British,
Mm-hmm,
but I
mm-hmm.
did live in France for over 10 years. Uh, I do think the French will beat the English, but no, I have to go with where I was born, and that was England.
Mm-hmm. So you're supporting the Rose, as most of the chat probably are.
I
Do, do, do,
am,
do.
but I do not expect England to win, I have to admit. I do think we will lose.
Right, okay, so my predictions are France winning, Ireland runner up, then us, Scotland, Italy, Wales. That's my prediction for the end of the Six Nations. Whether or not it comes true, well, we will find out. But I am not doing anything stupid and putting, bets on us winning the Triple Crown or anything like that. Can you bet on
Yeah.
England just for the underdog rates? If you're doing that, Alu, I would recommend going for Wales, because Wales are coming in hot on as the underdogs this year.
Oh.
Do, do,
Is that
do.
all we have time for this week?
I mean,
Is that
it,
it?
it, it could be. I think, yeah, quick update, Betting on
Yeah.
not getting the wooden spoon. We won't get the wooden spoon, that's for sure. The Rose will not get the wooden spoon. That will be a fight between Italy and Wales.
We'll get the spoon, that's for sure. But no, I think a lot of people have joined for some information today.
I think they have as
Um,
well, but I don't know if they deserve it. Do you? Do you think they've been behaving enough?
I think they have. I think they have. I think we have a video that they might
So,
be
so
interested in.
you are authorising the release of all this information without Mr. Bam.
I am. I
Okay then,
am.
I'll take this.
So let's share what is coming next Tuesday. And I think we do have something to show.
We do have something to show, so chat, take a load of this.
toward battle together, my allies. Which of my 72 forms will be best for this battle?
Remember to unmute my mic. But yes, small audio issue there. OBS has done a thing, and those updates really don't like messing up your systems, honestly. But, chat, welcome into the Vipers season. I think they were just a little bit excited.
They were, but I have to say, maybe let's ask them. Should we play it again from the beginning so you can get the audio from right at the start of the trailer? Would you like to see it? I think we have to show it in its pure glory. It's a really cool one. So, let's.
You want me to run it again, right? Hold on for 30 seconds, because team are also saying my audio is quite quiet compared to everybody else's. So how's that doing? Is that better? Chat? Because I have just had to really pump up my volume. No difference. No difference, they say. Alright. Pushing it up again. Hopefully this works. This shouldn't affect anything on your end, Winged. But we will push it up to there. How's that? Now I'm too loud. Middle ground? That better?
I hear people saying that it is fine.
There we go.
Volume started. We've got the trailer with the audio. Let's show it again in all of its glory.
And on 3, 2, 1.
An adventure awaits. Let us begin. Battle together, my allies. Which of my 72 forms will be best for this battle?
So that was the trailer in all of its full glory this time, without OBS having its moment.
Pretty cool. I have to say, my favourite of the season is the Commander.
Well, the Monkey King.
The Commander just looks so cool.
The Monkey King does look incredibly cool. And to be fair, I've played a lot of different games over the years, I will admit that. And he pops up in quite a few different areas, and some of his stories are absolutely amazing and incredible, you know, with his 72 different forms. But
So that's just one form as a
that's
commander?
just
That
one
means we have
form.
71 more to go?
we've got another
Is that what I'm
71
hearing?
more to go, so really sorry, design team, but you're going to have to get to work.
But yeah, but obviously we're going to talk about the tanks, but
We've got
we
a
have
lot more than just
an
tanks.
image, don't we, that we
Yes,
can share with
yes,
them to show it
because
off.
we have a lot more than just tanks to show.
Ooh.
Yes. So within the Vipers season, we not only have tanks, we have your normal rewards that you come along with for the ride, the premium, the gold, the consumables, the camo vouchers, you know, all of your normal stuff. But this time we've got a few special things. So you might notice on the third row, second column in from the left, that it actually tells you that there are themed cosmetics. So in this season, not only are you going to get everything else as you normally would, but there are going to be 2 camos that are themed to the Lunar New Year within there that you can get as well. So I think those are pretty cool.
Yeah, and some emblems, etc., as you can see, and the season completion medal. I think that's a pretty good one for the Year of the Snake.
They all look pretty cool, to be fair. They all look pretty cool. But we are a tanks game after all, so shall we tell them a little bit more about the tanks?
Yeah, so for the free season pass, it is going to be a Tier 8 112,
Yes.
which is this one.
So this is the Chinese heavy tank. It is, well, I find it to be a very hit and miss tank. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. But then again, I find that with a lot of tanks.
I like the look of it, to be honest. You know,
It's
some tanks,
got a
they don't look like
very-
a tank, but this one, it comes out and goes, I'm a tank.
It's also got a lovely, lovely look to it. And to be fair, you can kind of see where China got their ideas from, because it's quite Soviet in places as well.
Yeah.
Winged Racer sounds British. That would be because Winged Racer is actually British.
I am British.
It might come as a shock to some of you for how long he's now been over in America, but he is British.
Yes. I was actually in Britain just around the same amount of time I've been outside of Britain. So, yeah.
Although a certain Heat Resistant is asking if Geordies are actually British.
We are British. We might not sound it sometimes, but we are British. But yeah, so that is a cool one. Do you have any tips on how the 112 is to be played in game?
The last
It is
time
a heavy,
I
so I'm
tried
guessing
it,
going forward.
well, go forward, use some of its armour that you can. I would suggest trying to get a hull down. Other than that, the tank doesn't really work for me, so chat's gonna have to help me out a bit. Maybe, please. Because yeah, this is not a heavy tank that works for me, unfortunately. There are other heavy tanks that really do work for me, but this one is not one of them.
It's also a good front support as well, you know, going forward slowly, you know, it can help get them hold down, and yeah. Aim your shots, get your commander skills in to help improve that. The rations also will be a good help as well. And as Dr. Summers has said, from Dr. Summers, you drive towards the enemy and shoot them. So, yes, that is the way.
That's always some good advice, to drive towards the enemy and try and shoot them.
What did we get in the base season? We have, I believe it's 3 tanks that they
We
will get in
do,
the
we
base
do.
season.
So I have the asset for the big shiny one that they want to know about, but there are 2 others as well.
Yeah.
But I think
So
we
yeah,
can have the big shiny up at the same time.
you put it up when we can talk the others. So the other two that you will get, which is not this one,
No, not
is
this
the
one.
Type 62 Tier 7 Chinese light tank,
Mm-hmm.
and the Type 59 Tier 8 Chinese medium.
You know, I'm feeling like
You'll
there's a
get
bit of a theme here with all the tanks.
Yeah, I don't know what it is actually, but
Maybe chat can work it out.
seems to be a bit of a theme. So, what is this tank, KB? What is it? What are we looking
So
at?
this tank that's on screen is the BZT-70. This is your level 100 reward, and it will be entering the battlefield in Era 2 battles under the Eastern Alliance. Now, its 180mm caliber gun is actually the hardest hitting to come into the Era 2 environment, outside of any ATGM launchers. The tank itself, if you like the rock crawler, you're probably going to enjoy this tank. That's the sort of style of play you're aiming for. You want to support and not be a frontal attack. It is 100% something that you should be flanking and finding spaces to, support with, and not going full face on. If you need to, there is a little bit of armor to it, but don't rely on it too much, because you are going to be circled quite often because you're quite slow, and it's not got the best rear or side armor.
But definitely use its sloped armor.
Yes,
The
100%.
sloped armor, the gun depression, and take a more of a support role. Play as a support, and that comes with it because it's not the fastest. But definitely use its sloped armor to its full effect. Play around with your commanders. I'm sure our CCs and CAs and everyone else is gonna be able to give you some pretty cool commander perks that will work well. Give them a few days because they might need it, but definitely keep an eye on YouTube and on Twitch. I nearly said Twitter there. I'm sure people are gonna have videos out.
Not just videos, we get written reviews off Reddit too from our Reddit ambassadors.
So yeah, Reddit is another good one. Go have a look, see what works for them, and then see what works for you at the same time.
But yes,
So, yeah,
if you like rock crawler, this is going to be a tank for you. Is the theme Chinese New Year? Maybe. I think we've got a winner for what the theme is.
It is. It is. So it is the year of the snake. And
speaking of snakes, I think we have a skin for this tank that was very thematically introduced with it. If I just flip to that screen, what do you think, chat? I mean, I can see some scales on the front of its turret there.
there we go. So now it is definitely a Viper Year of the Snake. Pretty cool.
And remember, for the skin, you have to complete level 120 in the Season Pass to be able to grab this as a reward.
That is correct. So, stage 100, 20 more, and then it will be able to look like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's very cool. I do like this one quite a lot.
Yeah.
But I think the one that chat wants to know the most about is our Ultimate Season Pass tank.
The Ultimate Season Pass tank. I've heard a few people already saying about it.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of conversation, though, ever since we announced the Viper season and the fact that we were doing rocket boosters.
Yeah, so it is a... I'll let you do it, KB. Why don't
You're
share?
going to let me introduce the lovely BZ-176 that's appearing on screen now. So, this tank, as you all know, will be debuting the rocket boosters into the game. So that's going to come in on Tuesday as well. But the other thing is, it's a 160mm gun. Now, don't freak out, as everybody freaks out, of course. But don't freak out. Whilst its damage on its HE shell can be really quite harsh at 800 damage, you've got to pen it first. This tank is coming in with 80 millimeters of HE penetration. So you've really got to pick and choose when you use that ammo. Its standard ammo, AP, is coming in with 208 millimeters of penetration and 650 damage if you pen. So, probably when you're fighting higher tiers, you're really going to have to aim. But when you're going tier for tier, as long as you're going for things like the lower plates, you should be alright with this tank. But I also think...
It looks pretty cool.
It looks
how
pretty cool.
chunky it is.
Do you want to see how chunky it is properly? Because we have also got a little demo set up, haven't we?
That's right. But before we go to the demo,
Before
I
we
do
go
want
to
to
the
say,
demo.
look at the artwork. So the last 3 images you saw, they're pretty cool. They're some of my favorite images. So kudos to everyone that's worked on them. They look fantastic. And on that, I don't say anyone this time, but we did get it in some of the feedback from you all, was how can we get these cool, fantastic looking images for you lot as screensavers and wallpapers. So we're definitely going to look into that and see what we can do and see how we can get these to you either on our Discord. So yeah, keep an eye out on our Discord. Next week we will try to see what we can do and get you these pretty cool looking ones.
And also, just as chat is asking if you can track it like normal, the answer is yes, you don't have to worry about it having 2 tracks. You hit the track, destroy it, the tank's going to be tracked. You're good on that one.
Unless they have a repair kit.
Unless they have a repair kit. But that then depends on if the player has already used the repair kit and if they're on the recovery time for it.
It's true. So yeah, we're going to be showing them off, I think.
Well, we are
Would you like
going
to take it away?
be showing the BZ176 at the very least. So, if we move over here, because you've also seen it in the trailer as well, but Ardennes is coming back this season. So we're going to load into this game using one of our test servers so that we can show it to you. But it's more so that we can have a live demo of how these rocket boosters are going to work. So when we finally load in, we will be able to show these off quite nicely. So, chat, what I would suggest from testing this tank in particular is if you want to turn, don't put on that rocket booster, because you're not going to be able to. On the 176, you have a 4-second recovery time on your rocket boosters. It uses the same button click as Siege Mode. And yes, I've turned into a ghost.
On default, on the default it is the left button.
Yes, left button on
On your-
the D-pad. And once we get over this hill, I will activate the first one. There we go. So for this one, you get a 10-second boost. And as you can see, turning the tank whilst using it isn't... not happening, people. It's not happening.
So, I noticed there, when you went into the rock, it didn't stop. So it's 10 seconds of pure boost. That's correct?
10 seconds of pure boost. You can try and force it to stop by holding the reverse, but you're still going to consistently go at 1 kilometer an hour. You let go of it and it carries on, it pushes you back up. And as Winged is pointing out in the chat, your camera is currently blocking the speed, so if I can get just up here. This tank is around 20 to 30 kilometers an hour normally, depending on what terrain you are currently on. And then once you hit the boost, it goes up quite dramatically, so we've hit 47 on this terrain. Probably on any flat terrain or a proper road, it can go even higher. What else have we got? How many times? So with this tank, it gets 4 uses of its boost. You all
Have
know.
you noticed
that the line is coming, and that can be changed per tank. So this one gets 4 when the line comes in. It might be different for each one.
And if you've noticed, the animation, while before it was showing you a ×4 and then it went down, when it hit 0, it will show that icon as empty.
Yes,
That will allow
so
you to know that it can't be used.
black and white, we have no uses left. It will also show as black and white when you are recharging. Once you have the full colour and it gives you that little flash, that's when you can start going again. Do the jump on the bridge on Vineyards. Maybe not. What I'm actually going to do is come off of this page for a minute and throw us back to there.
And I shall move back myself.
You can move back. I'm going to, whilst we have a little talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Yeah, so I'm having a look in it. So people have already given us a few suggestions. The MSRE should have boosters. Does it have a clickety sound if you spam it while empty?
I've not heard one off the top of my head. That would actually be more of a Max Chaos question, and I know he's lurking in the chat. War chests update. Stick around. We have got some updates on those for you. But first, I just need to take a look at this filtering, because for some reason I turned into an absolute ghost on that other.
Yeah, I saw a few people saying that, you know, the Ice Queen came back.
Yeah,
I think it was Sinister.
I decided to blend myself into the background, that's all. But there we go. That should be better if I just pull us back up to that page, because, you know, we're in a testing environment. I don't want to show anything I'm not supposed to be. Max Chaos will bring his drone out, and that's something I don't want to meet. Ever. Have you heard about his drone?
I haven't, no.
You haven't? Well, it's a rumour within Supertest, alright, that Mr. Chaos has a drone that he sends out to anybody that misbehaves. Apparently this is a drone you do not want to meet.
No.
But speaking of Supertest, he did actually provide us something to tell everybody about. Where's that little bit of writing? I saved it somewhere. There we go. Right, Supertest. We've now hit the end period for this one. So if you've already applied, thank you. We are working through all of the applications. I think Mr. Chaos has got, at least another 250 at least to get through. So anybody who has applied, it is going to take a little bit of time for him to get through all of those applications. You're going to have to give him another couple of weeks. Hopefully by the end of next, but it might run over just a little bit.
But thank you, everyone.
It's also not the end of applications, because once we've got through all of these, we are going to be reopening them again in the very near future. So if you missed out this time, stay tuned.
But yeah, thank you everyone who signed up. We're going to go through them. Max is going to be checking them all, and as he heard here, we will be opening it again in the near future. So it's not once and over, it will continue.
But yes,
That is something that is pretty cool.
I've got the tank back out. We've got it live, and I'm actually going to push that boost and try and force it to turn. As you can see,
I have a question here.
it's a
we have
very...
a question from Goliath.
We've got a question from Goliath.
Yeah, about Supertest.
About
Can CCs and CAs apply for Supertest? Yes, you can.
Yes.
Anyone can apply. Unless you work for Wargaming, then no. But anyone who plays the game is able to apply, and it will be checked. Each one is separate, so no worries there.
Max Chaos is saying in chat that he feels like Santa. He has to see who's been naughty and nice, and I hope he's checking that list twice.
Hey.
What else I did see another one. Can you tell the Hesh Alpha and the Pen? So this isn't getting Hesh, it's going to get HE. And it will be 80mm of Pen and 800 damage on average, if you're lucky. It's HE, it doesn't always do that.
If you pen.
Yeah, if you... Well, even on a full penetration, you might not do 800. You have the joys of all of that coming in. But the chat are also asking about a giveaway. Do you think we should give them one?
Giveaway?
Do you
what
think...
do we normally do? What is it? I think it's... Is it an Ultimate Season Pass we give away normally?
It is. It is normally an Ultimate Season Pass. Do you think they've behaved enough?
It is. They have. They've been good. So we can definitely do, let's say, 2 Ultimate Season Passes.
2 Ultimate Season Passes. Aren't you feeling generous today? Now this is where... There we go. There's the link. Everybody knows what to do. Don't worry, YouTube. I am grabbing the link for you. It's going to pop up in your chat in just a second. There we go.
There you go. So yeah, thank you for that, showing it off. It's always better, especially when a video can show a lot more than a still image. It's hard to explain it. But yeah, as you saw, you have 10 seconds of boost. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. You can try to pull back, but you know it's
still going to keep
be
pushing
different
to go.
dependent on the tank. Yeah. And yeah, so I saw a few people, can we use this to push tanks? Well, that also depends on the weight of tanks, etc. But give it a go.
I mean, I
Give it a
wouldn't
try.
necessarily trying to push something like a Moors or a Doom Turtle. It might work, but maybe. But those are like super heavy tanks.
They are. So yeah, start with the lighter ones and see how strong it gets.
And I have had an update off Mr. Chaos. The rocket booster does make a noise if you try to activate when empty. So there's your answer to that one.
There you go. That's cool.
Now.
I like these little things. These little snips and picks. It's pretty cool.
Now then.
I know we mentioned it. I know they've just shown it, but we do have a new map.
We have a new map, but I'm thinking first we round off the season passes. Because while we've spoke a little bit about him, I don't think everybody heard those little snippets in the trailer.
Oh yeah, the monkey.
The Monkey King. So I do actually have a couple of snippets of VO that we can share with everybody. What do you think, chat? Do you want to hear it?
They do.
Do you think? Nobody's answered yet. I don't think they want to hear. They've all gone quiet.
Oh.
Yes, there we go. They're all here now. So then, we turn that one on, and here is snippet number 1. If it'll play for us. Do I need to do that? And then if I click it again,
they're saying
that it might be a bit quiet. Let me turn it up a bit and we will go again. Better, chat? Monkey's gone quiet. Monkey has gone quiet. I'm kind of disappointed in Monkey.
We'll have a look in to see what is up there. But no, he does come with VO. It will definitely be in the article.
Right.
Is it Winged Racer Commander without hat? You would never see me without a hat, actually. You would never see me without a hat. I think the only time I take it off is when I go for a shower and go to bed.
I may have just blown people's ears off. If we did, I'm sorry. But did that work? Curious George has changed since childhood. He has. Right, chat. Okay. If the VO's not working, we have actually added a feature onto the portal. You may have used it before with Winterfest, but you can listen to at least one of the VO snippets when the article releases after the stream. Which is a shame because some of them are funny.
Cool. It is really cool. It's really nice. Definitely one to have a look at. And on Tuesday, it will be me and KB again, and we'll definitely be showing off this in game. It's a commander that I really wanted to be driving my tanks. That's for sure. Really, really cool. So.
Yes, and he looks awesome. He looks like he's ready for a fight.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And you can see from his shoes he's been pretty worn out.
Oh yeah, he's gone through a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the map then? Shall we give them well, they've already had a bit of a sneak peek, but shall we show them some stills as well? And maybe, tell them which tiers and everything it's going to go into?
Exactly. So when we first gave a hint about this map, it was during Winterfest.
It was indeed.
Yeah, so a few people got it, but I think it was after the stream when we really started seeing a lot of people pick up what the map was. But yeah, you're all right, as you can see on the screen. Sorry, what is the name of the map, KB?
So the map is Ardennes. For those of you who have been with us for quite some time, you will recognise it and know it from many years ago. It's making its return back into the game, and it is coming in at certain tiers with obviously different... where's my page gone? Game modes that it can
World
see.
World War II battle tiers will start at Battle Tier 5, which is, KB?
So Battle Tier 5 will be Tier 5 and upwards.
And for Cold War, it will be available in all three eras. Era 1, Era 2, and Era 3.
Yes. It's back after we melted the Ice Queen's castle. Yes, that's 100% what we've done. We melted down that castle and we got our map back.
Yeah. So, Adverse is asking True Vision. Yes, they will have True Vision in Cold War.
So it is a 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer map. It will see within rotation the standard, team destruction, assault and encounter game modes, and can also be used for multi-base assault within the custom games. Is the Christmas tree still there? No, the Christmas tree is not still there. Santa's taken it home. Apparently he was putting it up for Nigel. Yeah, apparently Nigel converted to our team, and while Nigel wanted the Christmas tree. So Santa took it with him for Nigel.
It's Nigel's tree now.
It's Nigel's tree now. And as you can probably tell, it's going to be a winter map, so you want your winter camos applied for your tanks for this map when you go into battle.
Will there be a night variant? Cool idea.
I do like... Well...
We can pass it on.
I quite like quite a few of our maps to have, full night variants. Imagine if we could get night vision to work.
Ooh, night vision.
Can you imagine the changes to gameplay if we did full-on night vision?
We have one here. Ice Queen Easter egg hunt begins. So I think we know what a few people are going to be looking for. See what they can find on the map, which is a pretty good way to learn the map as well. So it's been a while, they haven't done it. It's a pretty good map to learn.
Yes, but what I'm going to have to say is we're going to need to speed it up a bit.
We can go over. I'm sure some of the people are like, I need 5 minutes. I need 5 minutes for my Twitch drops. We can give them a bit longer if we need to. But yeah, going on to that.
Yes.
The new season, the new map, and I think we do have something for the Lunar New Year.
Well, we have a couple of things coming in for the Lunar New Year. So...
We do? What are they?
Yes. Starting on Tuesday and running until February 11th's restart, For every win, you will be getting a random decoration drop for your garage. And it will be some of the cosmetics, some of the decorations and gear that we brought into the game last year to celebrate the Lunar New Year. There is going to be an article on Monday that will detail everything we say here, and also show you what the potential drops are for the decorations. On top of that, there are going to be new camos. We've already mentioned a couple of them being available in the season, but there is going to be Lunar New Year style camos for Panda, a green snake, bamboo, blue snake, and 2 gods. So 5 new camo sets. They're going to be available in the store, and, well, they're running all season long if you want them. There's also going to be a sort of mini mega bundle with all 5 camos in. Yes, new camos
cool.
and pandas. Yes, there's pandas on more camos. I don't know who gives somebody that idea.
Yeah, and the Year of Emblems. So these
Yes.
are the Year of the Snake, the Year of the Dragon, the Year of the Dog. These will be available for a limited time as well in the store.
So all variants of the Year of Emblems will be available until the restart on February 24th.
Yeah.
Can we see the skins? Unfortunately, that's something I don't have to hand, but we might be able to get them just in time for Monday and be able to show them off on places like Discord.
We will see what we can get, but no promises. But if we do, check our portal and check our Discord. That will be the 2 places where it will be.
Yes. Now,
So, Lunar New Year done.
Lunar New Year done.
New season done.
New season done. I think you should give them an update on everything they've been asking for.
Okay.
You know, somebody's
so,
even just asked it. Will the war chests return? Mr. Wink, will they?
So yeah, let's talk war chests. So, we will be bringing war chests back with the Viper season. As you know, we've been working on them. We've been seeing how to improve them, how to just make them better and easier for everyone. And, we have refreshed them. So, what have we refreshed?
What have you refreshed?
So,
what are we doing with
We're streamlining them. So, with the new season, we're introducing a refreshed Cold War system designed to simplicity, consistency, and better accessibility. What does that mean? Simply is 1 chest. So before you had the 3 separate chests, it was the Sergeant, the Generals, and Top Secret?
No, that was the old
Sergeant,
keycard name.
Private.
Generals. Private, Sergeant,
General.
Generals.
Yes.
So we're
So now it will
streamlining
be
all of these
1
into
chest.
1 chest.
Yes, 1 chest, and it will run season to season. So that is one of the changes.
So,
Um,
one thing they'll definitely want to know is what's happening with the rewards in these chests.
The rewards. Well, looking at all the player feedback and everything we've seen on Discord, Reddit, support tickets, and all the different regions, we've improved the rewards based on the player feedback. So the adjustments have been made is focusing on the rewards that the players value the most. So we want to make sure
what I'm
that
hearing
what you want,
is gold. Players
yeah,
like
so
gold.
what you would like, you are going to get more of. We slimmed down on the less popular rewards and increased the things you want more of, such as fewer boosters, as an example, and more gold in the other way. So, not going to go through it all, because the lists with all the drops, etc., will be available in the portal article when it goes live.
That
definitely
protocol
look at-
article will go live on Tuesday.
Yeah, so on Tuesday, have a look at the article and see what it is. Guaranteed drops. So a guaranteed tank drop is another one we are doing. So the system will see and make sure that you get a tank in one of your chests. But if you don't get one in 40 chests, the next one will guarantee you a tank. So that is something, but we want to make sure that, if you're getting them, you definitely do get a tank. The pity system we have here will restart or reset with each season. So
Yes.
if you are at 20 at the end of the season, it will go back to 0. So
Now,
be aware
the
of
chat are asking quite a bit as well on if you can go into detail on how duplicate tanks are going to be handled.
Yes, so first thing to note is these tank chests are for real money. It's going to be different in different regions because of the currency, but the pricing is more affordable, and it is going to be priced at $1.99. That makes it cheaper than the generals and the sergeant chests that we had in the past.
Mhm.
And I see the questions coming in.
Mhm.
What about duplicate tanks? So, as you know, if you buy a tank chest at the moment for gold, you get back silver. When you buy these from real money, you will get gold back as compensation. It will be different, however. So how is it going to work is it will not give you back anymore 100% value in gold. What it will do is give you back 50% in the gold value. So the tank value you see, 50% of that will come back to you in compensation. That is how it is going to be.
Okay. Now, the other question chat's been asking is...
Long haul.
Long haul. Is long haul coming back, Mr. Winged Racer?
Is long haul coming back? So, long haul was its own set mission, set requirements, and it ran 2 times. You could earn it twice a week, and that's how it was.
Mhm.
But we also had feedback saying that this was difficult for some players. They couldn't go in, they couldn't get it, and it was an extra one. So what have we done? We are definitely going to be giving you chests. You will still get 16 chests, for an 8-week season. What does that mean? Is you'll still get a chance to earn 2 chests a week through the season.
Mhm.
But we're going to put it into the in-game challenges. So the in-game challenges, what you do for your normal battles, in the future, these will become some of the rewards. The number of chests per season remain the same, as I said. 8 weeks, you will get 16. If it was a 10-week, you would then get 20 within the season. But they would not be distributed evenly across the weeks. Just
So it's going to be a
dynamically.
bit more dynamic, is what you're saying.
Exactly. It will be dynamic. So 1 week you might get 1 reward for the chest. Another week you could get 4 reward chests. So that is pretty cool.
Okay, so...
That hopefully is a nice change from before, where it was a set mission. And it also means logging in, checking it out, and in that week you could get 4 chests versus the normal 2.
Yes. Okay, so that is war chests and what's happening with the long haul. I think we move on, because chat, if we get into this, you're going to get more and more annoyed the more you keep thinking about it. So I think we move swiftly on and discuss the next on-track.
Yes, it's an on-track.
There's an on-track.
I like this on-track.
You like this on-track.
Yeah,
you would. It's a
Yes.
slow-moving tank. It suits you
It
down
is.
to a T.
It does. I love my slow-moving vehicles. It's why I like the Tog. So, would you like to share what the on-track is?
So, for the on-track, we will have the Moors going live. You know it, you love it, you know exactly what is going to happen with these. Tier 3 to 6 will be discounted by 50%, Tiers 7 to 10 will be discounted by 30%, and every tank in the line gets a 25% XP boost.
Cool. So if you haven't got this beast, as I like to call it, now is the time to go and get it.
Oh, yes.
Pretty cool.
Now, Chad's also been asking about this one too that's next up. Do you think we should tell them about some certain little reward tanks that we've got?
Yeah, so I believe a lot of you have been working towards some reward tanks for our celebrations event. It was a year-long event, and as we know, it's coming to its end. Seen a few of you already say that you've got your 11th year anniversary, so yeah, I think we do have something to show them for that.
Oh, we
You
do.
got it there?
I'm just pulling it up now. Now, chat actually already knows what these tanks are. We named them at Tankfest last year, but we haven't really gone into much detail about either the M42 Duster or the M163 VADS. So,
Yeah.
the Duster is the tank to the left, the VADS is the tank to the right. The Duster will be debuting as a Tier 7 American light tank, and the VADS as an Era 2 light tank.
Yeah, and the Duster, the M42 Duster, it comes with a quick-firing dual 40mm Bofors autocannon with an impressive rate of fire.
Yes. It's quite an impressive rate of fire, if I'm honest. I've tried these tanks quite a few times. That's gonna... Yeah. That one's
So
gonna
it
be
comes
very
with
interesting.
The clip size of 8, 4 shots per bout,
Mm-hmm.
and it can do 280 damage per clip in 1.75 seconds.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
also got quite the reload on it, hasn't it?
It has a 2-second reload,
Mm.
and it's got good accuracy. So, yeah.
Now, before we move on to the VADS, this tank is going to be a interesting one to get used to, the Duster, because when you're at top tier, you are going to be very much a lethal force to be reckoned with. You are going to be able to play it aggressively at top tier. But if you see tier 9s or tier 8s, you're going to want to be a little bit more passive and save your aggressiveness towards the end of the battle. Because, other
Yeah.
light tanks are going to run you down and squish you like a grape.
Yeah, so be aggressive when you can, but yeah, be a bit cautious when you have to be cautious. It's not one to run in front of a tier 9s or tier 8s, so take that into mind when you look at your battle tactics.
Yes.
But yeah,
Check Light's hint. You take from that what you will. What I can tell you is that it is an American tank. The Duster is American.
Yeah.
Now,
and should we talk about the M163 VADS?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about that one?
So, VADS actually stands for Vulcan Air Defense Systems. It is, like some of the tanks we've already debuted, very similar to the GAU that's in Cold War already. It is one of those miniguns, Gatling guns, AA guns, however you want to describe it. Shooting more planes. I don't advise doing that in our game, if I'm honest with you, Group Dog. But this one's coming into Era 2. It's a light tank. It has got the rotary autocannon on it. It is a Western Alliance tank as well. When do these come out? These are coming on Tuesday. They are your reward tanks for completing the celebrations track. Now, where are my notes on this tank itself? So, it can sustain fire for about 6 seconds before it completely overheats. You will, you've been using this mechanic on the GAU for a bit, you will have a bit of a downtime while you wait for the overheat to cool back off. And off the top of my head, it's about 20 seconds to get yourself cooled back down.
Yeah. And you don't have much armor, so
No.
use of cover and concealment is a must.
Is key. I think some of the chat will have already recognised which tank they put this gun onto. It is a M113 variant. Because we liked doing that, so did the Americans, just sticking whatever we could on a chassis we already had. So it's very lightly armoured. It's not the quickest tank in the world, it's not the slowest tank in the world. You are going to want to be a little bit passive. and be picking out targets that don't have much armor. You want to be going for the other light tanks per se.
And I've had a few people ask, how do they get these tanks?
How do they get these
Ivy,
tanks?
how do they get them?
Well, if you've completed the past 6 seasons, starting with Year of the Dragon and coming all the way through to Frostbite, you will be able to get these tanks for free. Both of them. Congratulations, you did it. You stayed with us for that long. And I believe you will be grabbing the bundles from the store. Now, I might need somebody to jump into chat and correct me on that, but I do believe it's from the store.
Yeah. But what
Now,
happens if I didn't complete all the stages?
yes.
What happens then?
So, if you completed 5 of the previous 6 seasons, you will be able to pick which tank you get for free. So you can either pick up the Duster or the VADS. If you completed 4 or fewer seasons, you can pick which tank you put the discount on. So you can get, if you did 4 of the seasons, you'll have an 80% discount to use. You can put it to one or the other. You can't put it to both. However, both tanks will be available to pick up in the store outside of the Celebrations bundles for full price. So if you've missed a season, you can't get both of them for free, or you are joining us this week as a brand new player, you will still be able to pick them both up in the store. I have finished all 6 seasons that were part of Celebrations, not all of the seasons we've ever done.
Yeah, not all 24, 25 seasons that T-Bear. Just
That would be crazy.
2024 ending at the beginning of 2025.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to our Celebrations page on our portal, you'll be able to see where you stand in terms of the discount. There's a dedicated link on the portal, and it will show you all you can get.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
And I also see a couple of questions about the game board and if that will come back at any point.
So, the game board, it will be finishing this Tuesday. It was here for 2 weeks. We're going to definitely be taking away all your feedback, suggestions, ideas. I myself have been talking to a lot of the people, like BAM, Sots, etc. Passing on all your feedback and my own, and seeing how we can improve, etc. moving forward. But all in all, people seem to like the idea, the concept, and I think it's something we should definitely look into. So keep an eyes peeled in the future.
Speaking of Sots, I have actually seen him lurking in the YouTube chat whilst being ill, so remind me to tell him off once we get off air.
Okay. So yeah.
He should be staying warm, enjoying a good cup of tea, and, recovering, ready for deployment next week.
Yes. So yeah, this all gets deployed on Tuesday. It's going to be a pretty cool day. And on Tuesday, we will be playing these tanks.
Yes.
All these premium tanks, the
All the new
112,
tanks.
559, the new ones, the Duster. We will be playing them. We're going to be equipping them up, checking out the Monkey King as well. See how he does in battle. I don't know what tank to put him in yet. I haven't decided.
I'm putting him in the BZ-176. Easy. Job done.
But I like the Equalizer. And I think it'll look pretty cool in the Equalizer with the barrage.
He probably will look pretty cool in the Equalizer. Now, I did see a question that we probably should answer, and it is, will the current war chests change to the new ones, or will, say, a sergeant's war chest that's sitting in an account stay as a sergeant's war chest?
So, on Tuesday, when the release of the season, your sergeants, your generals, and private chests will stay as is. The new ones will be their own chest, which you can then get. So they will not be reverting over when we change on Tuesday. However, as I mentioned, the chests are seasonal now, and they will be refreshing with the season. But
What
yeah, check out the drops.
So the drops for any sergeants, generals, privates, war chests that you still have on your accounts can still be found on the portal. Those drops have not changed.
and the drops for the new chests will be available on the portal on the Tuesday.
Yes. So we will have in fact, it's probably already live if you want to check the portal for the season article. Then on Monday, we will have the patch notes. They will come out later in the day EU time, and somewhat early morning-ish. Well, more mid-morning for Chicago time. The Lunar New Year and the celebrations article will also be coming out on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we will be doing all of the game guide updates. There will also be a game guide for the new rocket booster mechanic and also the Viper's War Chest article as well. That's a lot of articles we've got going out. And are we keeping the free daily chest? I think that one can be a resounding yes.
Yes. So, and I have just got news straight in off the press that the article for the season is live, the trailer is live, and they've worked some magic in the last half an hour and added some more VO for the Monkey King into the portal article. So definitely go there and have a listen. Pretty cool. So kudos to the team on that. Nice job.
Yes.
So yeah.
Now, we've got one last thing to do.
We do.
Do you know what that is?
It's pick the winner time.
It is pick the winner time. It's
So
spin the
while
wheel. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get the right source into... There we go. We want that source going over the top. And where is my wheel? Home,
Yeah.
Mr. Wheel.
So yeah, and while on Tuesday we're going to be playing and checking out all these new items and rewards, I thought it would be a good time to talk the Q&A. So as you know, we had the Q&A open for a few weeks, and as such we, gathered all your questions. I've read them. I actually have them in my hand right now. And, on Tuesday we're going to go through them, and we will answer them in that stream as well.
This is quite the long list. It took a hot minute for it to download that.
Ooh. It's what I like to hear. More people joining the giveaway.
Right, that is
Not win if you don't join.
everybody. Got your still in front, so you should still be showing on the stream. Because Discord's weird like that. Oh, I hope I just didn't crash the website. Right then, chat. I need to do a little bit of quick cropping to get this to work. Ah, winged race has vanished. That's the joys of using Discord.
Good luck to everyone. Hopefully,
Throw it
the
onto
odds are
there.
in your favour.
Oh, hey, I understood that reference. Do you understand that reference?
Me? Yes. I read the books before I watched the movie.
You read the books before the movies. I've not... Well, I've only seen one movie, and I haven't actually read those books yet. I've been reading one...
And I'm going to say blue.
You're
blue.
saying
That's the
blue.
first one.
You're saying blue. I'm going yellow.
Oh.
That's a name and a half. That is definitely a name and a half. So, RNPX Meep X. Yeah. I'm sorry for butchering your name.
Meep, congratulations. You are the first winner of the Ultimate Season Chest.
Ultimate Season
Season
Chest?
Season Pass.
Season Chest? What?
I apologise.
Are you getting a bit confused
Season
there, Winged?
Pass. I am. Season Pass. Congratulations. And the second one, I'm going to say blue.
Green. None of us were right. The Big Yin Kali is our second winner for the Ultimate Season Pass.
Well, we didn't win the colour.
We didn't
Mr.
win the cover.
SPG did say red.
Did Mr.
But he did
SPG win? Did he? Did he? Right. Okay.
He did,
So
yeah.
he's
Congratulations,
the wheel
you two.
whisperer.
Yeah. And I have the names, and you will get the Season Pass on Tuesday after the update.
But not
yeah.
immediately after the game update. We have
No,
some tools that
when I
need
come
updating
in.
first.
It's my tools. So when my tools are updated, you will get the season pass. So hold off buying it, and I will let you know on Tuesday on the Discord, actually, if you're following, that it has been credited. So yeah, we'll let you know there.
Now, because I know a couple of people in chat will want to know if I have been following. It's just hit half-time in the rugby. France are in the lead. I am a very happy KB right now because DuPont seems to have been, giving it his all, and watching him play rugby is incredible.
Yeah. So yes, thank you everyone who joined us today, especially those in the UK who could have been watching some of the Six Nations. Keep
and
safe,
if you're in
keep
France
warm.
or Wales or Italy, the Six Nations goes quite far. Right, now I've just grabbed, because one of our winners is in chat and he's realised he's spelt his name wrong, so I've also grabbed his his Twitch ID.
Cool. So yeah, we will have a look at that. So yeah, congratulations to you two that won, and we shall see you on
Tuesday.
Take care, everyone.
Lots of information. So we'll run that trailer again, everyone. And we will also find somebody to raid whilst you're watching the trailer one more time. Alright then, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.
An adventure awaits. Let us begin. Journey toward battle together, my allies. Which of my 72 forms will be best for this battle?